Good morning, good morning, everybody. Jim Weller here, and we are live. Actually, live. We're wide awake. It's a nice, brisk morning. We're sitting here at Crossroad Community Church just outside of Georgetown. Good morning, Jack Riddle.
Beautiful day out here. The sun is shining. There is people all over the place just setting up for this big yard sale that's going on. And look, they're cooking the food next door, Jim.
Oh, man, we can smell it.
This is going to be a great day.
Now, you can watch us live right now at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. We're streaming, but we don't have – do you got the smeller vision working?
You got it turned down yet?
No smeller vision today.
No smeller vision. Great.
I ran out of plugs.
Out of wire, out of plugs.
That happens.
All right, as long as we ran out of something. As long as it's not our abilities keeping people from being able to smell the food.
Absolutely not our
Okay.
abilities.
All right, so good morning. You are listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We are live. Crossroad Community Church, Georgetown. If you're anywhere near here, if you can get here in 40 minutes, start now. In other words, and we'll buy you a hot dog. How about that?
This
Brooks
is
will buy
going on
everybody a
all
hot dog. What was that?
This is going to be going on most of the day out
And
here.
I believe all hot dogs are coming with free napkins and maybe ketchup and mustard. Okay.
I think the free ketchup and mustard's right.
Okay.
See,
Well, anyway.
see Jim for your hot dog coupon.
Yes, see Jim or Jack if I'm tied
Okay,
up.
yeah, okay.
Jim or Jack. Anyway, I want to hit one of my sponsors, First Class Heating and Air. Very happy with them. They put a couple heating and air conditioning systems in for me. People say, how many heating and air conditioning systems can you buy in a year? Well, it depends on how many rental houses have one break. But anyway, they will allow me to buy all the heating and air conditioning systems I want. I really like them. They're good people. They've been serving Delmarva for over 40 years. They do work in Delaware and Maryland. Phone number, 934-8900, 934-8900. They do heating, they do air conditioning, they do plumbing, they do electrical work, they do home performance systems. They're a great company to deal with. Honest, fair. They did a nice job for me more than once, and I'm really, really happy with them. So if you have any heating, air conditioning questions, if you maybe want to get a service contract or get your heater serviced, give them a call, 934-8900. Now, we're going to jump right into where we're at and what's going on. So, Jack, you want to take it from
This
there?
is a great day for Crossroad, and we have out here today. We've got a yard sale going on. There's a car show, and we're blessed this morning to have the pastor of Crossroad Community Church, Pastor Rick Betts, with us. And there's a lot of activities here at the church today, Pastor. Can you kind of tell us what we're doing and really why this is happening today?
Well, from our beginning, we every year we had a yard sale.
Okay.
And we would give it to something that was going on in the church or whatever. But 3 years ago, we had been helping Teen Challenge, and we decided to switch the yard sale and everything that happens this whole weekend. Because they also speak at our church this weekend. They
Tonight?
play and tonight and tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And so we said, let's just do the whole weekend with them.
Wow.
And so this is our third year, I believe, that we've done this. So everything that happens, everything we make from the yard sale, everything that comes in from the car show, we've got a softball tournament on the backfields there.
Really?
Everything that comes in from the softball tournament, and then whatever happens in church, it all goes to them.
For them.
And it's a great help to them because they are have graduated over 150 some men.
Right.
Through the program now. That's helped a lot of lives. And we're also looking to do a women's center. And I'm saying it like I'm part of it because I am the president of Teen Challenge
Board.
But we were helping them before I became president. But
But for those that don't know what Teen Challenge is all about, Rick, Pastor, can you tell us just a little bit about what they really do? And they're based out of Seaford and
right now the main base place is Seaford, yes.
But their
new women's center, when we get that open, that'll be in Bridgeville.
But their mission, exactly what for somebody that's never heard of Teen Challenge, how would you explain to them exactly what Teen Challenge does for these men and these new women that hopefully when you get the women's center open?
Yeah, well, Teen Challenge started in New York City with David Wilkerson. They started reaching out to gangs and people that were in those problems. They had drug addictions, and thusly the name Teen Challenge began. But over the years, they developed into an adult rehab for men and women, depending on what the center was. And it was 18 years old and older. And they help people get off alcoholism, drug addiction, abusive situations, other addictions that ruin your lives. Yeah. And so they've been ministering mainly to drug addiction, and alcohol is probably the main thing.
And their success rate, if you compare it to some of the other people in this business is phenomenal. Isn't
Yeah,
that right?
nationwide, it's about 87% success rate if they go through the year program, if they finish the year program.
Right.
Wow.
The government's groups are in the teens.
Right.
It's a life change, though.
I remember hearing Pat Summerall. They were doing his life story, and they said he went to Betty Ford Clinic, and his brother said, I was really proud of him because they only had 11% success rate.
Wow.
And he was one of the 11%. And when I heard that, I go, 11% to
11
Betty
out of
Ford.
11 people out of 100.
Can you imagine what they pay to go to Betty Ford? And yet Teen Challenge is supported by people, but supported by
just like
communities,
today.
by events like
Right.
this.
In other words, events just like
And
today.
so they reach out, and they've helped a lot of guys. We went to Arizona to see a women's center there.
Okay.
And not every state has a Teen Challenge Women's Center. I saw people there from Alaska and all the surrounding states because they don't have a place for the Women's Center. But I heard all these wonderful testimonies. We had a whole table full of people surrounding us, giving us testimonies of their changed lives having gone through that center. And when I came away from that, I go, and there's not a woman in Delaware who can say she's been helped.
Right. At all.
But you're
By
gonna,
this
we're going to
same
change
ministry,
all that.
because there is no women's center
Right.
here. I don't believe there's one in Virginia. I don't believe there's one in Maryland. And so, we are,
Cutting edge.
yeah.
Yep. Well,
So
good.
anyway, that's what that is here to help.
Right.
And we've been trying to encourage them, build them up, and it's when they start the year, it's always slow at the start of the year, and so we're catching up. We haven't even quite caught up yet from what we're behind.
Well, it's an
so
ongoing
all
thing.
these things kind of help.
So,
It's an ongoing
so
thing.
today, if you're anywhere out in near Georgetown or Seaford or
Or
Bridgeville,
just make your way here.
Make your way here. It's the yard sale is gonna be going on from 7 a.m. to 11 or 12 o'clock. The car show is starting at 9, and there's some beautiful cars that are coming in at 11 o'clock. There's gonna be an auction. There's lots of auction items you can get.
Yes.
And I just saw a boat pull up. What's
Yeah,
the boat?
you
What's the boat?
Yeah, we just wheeled in the boat because a man heard we were doing this for Teen Challenge, and I guess he's been touched or affected by that ministry, and so he wanted to donate his
Something
boat.
to it. Wow.
And it's a Aero Glass boat. It's one of those inboard motors so it's
inboard,
there for
outboard,
speed.
Yep.
And it's out here on the lot
Boat,
right now.
motor,
If
and trailer.
anybody's thinking maybe I can do it or maybe I could,
So they can come right here, right now, and
They
buy a
can come
boat.
right now. It's not expensively priced, and
Okay.
they can look at that along with something else. You may
There we
say,
go.
"Hey, I've been thinking about a boat. Well, maybe this is the way to go."
And I see a Monopoly
And-
game over here.
And I thought it was really nice that a guy did that
Yep.
to help
It is
Teen
great.
Challenge.
Yep.
So-
Well, go.
So come on out, check out the yard sale. They have a great big lunch going on inside. You can buy something to eat.
Coffee.
You can stay for the auction. You can buy something. You can stop and see Jim Weller. Let him buy you a
Yeah.
hot dog.
Sure.
And I want to say thank you, Jimmy. You have you've helped us for years
Oh,
with
well,
our yard sale
yep.
from the beginning. So that's been a great blessing. Many times we needed storage, we needed
Yeah.
something, and you helped us with trailers. Now we got a big tractor
I saw
trailer in
that
the
back
back
there.
because we just needed more room.
yeah.
But you've helped us over all those years, and then the last couple of years you've done the radio show
Yeah.
here. So
Well,
thank
I'm a-
you for being a part
Yeah.
of this too.
And I thank you. I Crossroad Community Church has affected our community. In other words, it's done just what it set out to do. I mean, it is a blessing to the community. What do you have, 4 services?
We're doing 4 services now.
Yeah, Saturday night, Sunday morning,
Saturday
3
night and 3 on Sunday.
Yeah,
8,
so-
9:30, and 11. And
Yeah, I have a daughter that goes here, and I really like the church, and I appreciate all the hard work and effort you put into it, and
Yeah.
allowing God to work through your life and make it happen.
well, it's really neat coming together, letting the Lord affect our lives,
Right.
but then able to turn it around and do things for the community like
Yep.
this. And
Because we are
know.
a community. That's the main
Yeah.
thing. It's not just a church. It's not just a building down a road. It's a community.
Absolutely.
And,
is.
you
when
can see the
people leave-
community here. That's
yeah,
for
you
sure.
can see there's hundreds of people here.
They're all over the
So,
place.
They're all over the place. All right. Well, will you stop back again after 8:30 and talk to us again?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll tell you a little bit about the car show coming up. and
Okay.
stuff.
All right, thank you. That's
Thank you,
Pastor
Mr.
Rick
Rick.
Betts. All right, folks, I want to thank another one of my sponsors, a good friend of mine, George Luff and Associates in Milford. They do a good job. They have an office in Milford. They have one in Dover. They have one in Rehoboth. And what I really find amazing, it's this technology. You call one phone number, and they'll get you wherever you need to go. So the one thing that I have been really promoting and people have been enjoying is the easy payroll. I don't even know if there's such a thing as easy payroll, because no matter how easy George makes it, you still have to lay out the money. So easy payroll is great, though. He takes care of all the W-2s, the I-9s, the W-4s.
It is a great service. I know a lot of people use that service from George, and any small business person should really consider getting a person like George to do their
take
payroll.
care of
It's
it,
just too much
to keep up with.
to keep track
Right.
of.
That way you can just run your business.
Right.
You know, so give them a call, 422-9699, 422-9699, luffcpas.com on the web. That's Luff and Associates. Now I'm going to jump right over to Darren Gingrich, good friend of mine from Select Financial in Milford. How you doing, Darren?
Good morning. Wonderful. What a beautiful day.
Yep. I hate to say this, but is this your church?
This is my church.
I noticed Pastor Rick wasn't bragging on you, but you want to brag on the church?
I begged him not to. No,
Okay.
just kidding.
You're just so humble that way.
Darren's been watching that boat. He's been looking at that boat since he's got here. He wants to buy that boat
That's
real
just what
bad. It's
just
you
what I need for
Just
my
what you
family
need.
of 6.
Wasn't a boat a good investment? You're an investment guy,
Yeah.
right? Wasn't a boat a good investment?
Well,
no.
Yes. The two happiest days are the day you buy it
The day you sell it.
and the day you sell it. But anyway, Darren, what do you want to talk about? You've been busy with your business?
we've been busy. We've absolutely been busy. So business, we've been blessed. Business has been good. Lot of changes.
Well, what I hear from you the more I talk to you, the more I hear this, looking for the new norm.
Yes.
In other words, and I guess what you're saying is people are starting to realize there are options and they're starting to take advantage of them.
Exactly.
And the options we're speaking of are investment opportunities.
Right. You know, we've embraced the new norm, and it's
I feel
helped
like
us.
you've hit it head on.
We have hit it head on, and it's helped us to help others to be successful in the middle of change and chaos that people feel with,
Right. But chaos is just an opinion, isn't it?
That's true. In every chaos, there's a way to organize it and
Right.
to make it better and to find. I mean, even in the middle of chaos, there's opportunities everywhere.
I think there's opportunity everywhere
Exactly.
all the time. So
Yep.
in other words, but
So we're the folks that can help you take the chaos that you might be feeling in your life, in your finances, in your, a lot of people we talk to that are thinking seriously about retirement, and we can help you have those real conversations about what that means and how you transition from an income earner to retired.
Right.
We've helped lots
That's
of
a
folks.
big step for
It
people,
is a
isn't
big
it?
step, and it's a step that, there's a lot of anxiety with people especially trying to do it on their own. But
Right.
we've helped lots of people through that transition. So to us, it's like anything you do it enough, you get good at it.
you get good at it, and,
And
you
so-
learn what people are worried about. So,
Yes.
my experience with you is if I had to describe, and I forgot the name of your business, Select Financial in Milford.
Yep.
In other words, and how do you describe where you're at? Right on 113.
Well, it's if you're been around the area a lot, it's next to what used to be Geyer's.
Oh, I remember
It's now the
Geyer's.
Pizza Palace.
Oh, really? It's
So we're in the same building. You see our big gold sign, Select
Okay.
Financial Group.
so you could center a conversation around food if you had to.
We often do.
Okay. But you're saying if somebody's listening and whether they've inherited money, whether they got a 401k, they want to figure out what to do with it, whether they just have some grandkids and they want to help plan for their future,
Yes,
you're the guy to talk to.
we're the guy to talk
But
to.
it's really about
Okay.
planning. I mean, what I've seen people create stress in their lives is they don't plan for any of this,
That's
right.
and then they get to the day, and when you get to the day, your options are limited.
Yep.
If
That's right.
if they can
And then
come in
you're
and
reacting.
sit down with you
Right.
and kind of paint a vision of where they want to get to, you can help them design a financial plan to get them there. I mean,
Correct. Yeah, and I like to say people don't plan to fail; they fail to plan, and it
Right.
may sound a little cheesy, but if you think about it, that's exactly what happens by not making a decision. That
You've
many times
planned to
is a
fail.
decision.
Right.
Not making a decision many times can
Is
can
making
cost
a
you
decision.
dearly.
Yep.
So
But it's always better to be proactive than reactive.
it is.
And, we're talking about, the rest of a person's life.
Mm-hmm.
So, in other words, I think it's important to sit down. Now,
Well, and Jack will tell you, it's so important to save.
Yeah.
We've been through some tough times. Most people feel like the economy's rebounded. So now's an opportunity to save, to, talk to your banker or your investment advisor about a savings account or an investment account and take advantage of the good times because, economies are cyclical.
It's going to get tough again.
It's going to get tough again. That's right. So
Yeah.
start saving. And the truth is, if you wait to save till you feel like you can afford to, you'll never save.
Right.
Right. Yep. How does somebody reach you?
424-7777. Or if you're driving by, there's a big, huge yard sale here today. You can just stop by and say hi if you'd like.
You're the hot dog guy.
I'm not the hot dog guy.
Okay.
That's.
I'll buy you a hot dog, and Darren will talk to you about investments. Yep. Is that a deal?
But
All
stop
right.
by. There's a lot of great people here.
I've noticed one thing. They've got blacktop all over the parking lot today.
Yes, they do. Everywhere.
So,
and on top of the blacktop, you'll meet a lot of fantastic
friendly
people
people.
from the community.
How
a lot
many
of people
people's
from
here?
our church.
Hundreds?
Oh, there's a couple hundred.
Oh, there's hundreds here. For
Wow.
Sure.
Isn't
But
that
just a
something?
lot
Look at
of
the car.
lot of
I noticed the
activity.
cars are coming.
Oh,
in, too.
they're
Now,
rolling in,
there's some investments out there, Darren.
Yep.
Look at some of those. Look at
And
those
the car show's
cars.
free, folks. Everything's free unless you buy something.
Exactly.
But there's no charge to park. There's no charge to get in.
There's no charge for the experience. It's just
Right.
being rough.
If you want to talk to Darren, there's no charge.
Exactly.
All right. 424-7777. Are you using email still?
This week yet. I am.
Okay. So what's your email address?
For this week, it's still Darren at selectfinancial.us. Our website
Okay.
is www.selectfinancial.us.
And you don't
Okay.
charge just to talk to people. I mean,
No, we
initially,
don't.
right?
No.
So somebody could call up and, probably better to get a little time on the phone with you just to talk about, what they really need, and then talk them through to see if there is something you can help them with, right?
Exactly.
Do they really get you?
They really get me.
So, I mean, if a person's listening right now,
Now,
and
do they
says,
understand me, you mean, or do they
No,
get
I
me?
meant
can get you on the phone.
I meant, in all honesty, I mean, a lot of companies advertise, and then all of a sudden you call and you get switched to somebody else, and you're like, I kind of like that person. I thought I could get along with him, and they give you somebody that you never heard of. So,
Well,
do people really get to
They
talk
really
to you?
do, and we've chosen the small town business model because we like that model.
Okay.
We chose not to be a huge company with hundreds of employees. We
Okay.
just like the small town feeling. We're in Milford, Delaware. We know most of the people in Milford and the Milford and surrounding areas and lower Delaware. It's our community. It's our people.
You
and
live here,
that's-
you bank
exactly.
here, you eat here,
Yep.
your kids go to school
Yeah,
here.
but I think what's great is they get to talk to you, but you've got the resources behind you, some pretty big players in the market.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the part when you walk in our office that's not obvious is there's an infrastructure. I mean, we have several hundred people in the background providing some of the research, a lot of the
Technical
it's
stuff.
important to know what's going on in the economy, and we have the forensic accountants and the attorneys and all the people in the background looking to make sure the investments that we're investing and recommending are
Right.
solid.
Right.
So yeah, there's a lot of people. Even though you're meeting with the small town guy, we've got the Wall Street
Right.
people
Behind you.
Behind us.
Right.
We just
I
try to
think it's
keep,
important-
we try to keep them hidden though.
Right. Yeah. Because you want them to enjoy their experience with you.
Right.
All right. Thank you very much, Darren.
Yes, indeed.
Anything else you want to say?
Nope. Just come out and enjoy the day.
You're going to be hanging out for a little
We're gonna
bit?
be hanging out.
So, I mean, somebody could literally come here to Crossroad Community Church right now, have a little conversation
absolutely.
with you. Have a meet and greet.
Why not?
Why
Cup
not?
cup of coffee, hot dog.
Right.
Jim's buying hot dogs. Isn't that what I
Tim's
heard
buying
earlier?
hot
That's
dogs.
what
I
we heard.
that too. It's a wild, vicious rumor. All right. Thank you, Darren.
Thank you, Jim.
424-7777.
Yep.
What's the email and website
Darren
again?
at selectfinancial.us, www.selectfinancial.us.
Okay. And we're going to play the disclaimer.
My
The
favorite
opinions
part.
voiced in this program are for general information only and not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult with your attorney, accountant, financial advisor, or tax advisor prior to investing. Securities are offered in the U.S. through First Allied Securities Incorporated, a registered broker-dealer. Member FINRA, SIPC. Advisory services are offered through First Allied Advisory Services Incorporated, a registered investment advisor.
All right. Thank you, Darren, for being on Select Financial in Milford. His partner, Drew Salmons, good people. I personally do recommend them. I do some business with them, and I actually like doing business with them. So thank you. Listen, I got another advertiser I want to mention. My copier guy, Rick Fowler, was talking to him the other day, and between the two of us, we came up with a phenomenal idea. Rick is in the market for a van. He needs another van. His business is growing. He's doing it. So he wants a van, like a van you would go out and put your...
Not a boat?
Not a boat.
Okay.
Okay. Not a trailer.
Not a trailer.
But a van.
Okay.
And so he said, throw this out there, and I think it's a good idea. If you are listening and you're a business and you happen to need a copier or some computers or some copy or computer work or whatever, Rick is willing to do a little swapping and trading. So he needs a van, and if you own a business that needs a copier or a couple copiers or some computers or a couple computers, Rick sells new computers. He sells used computers. He can network things for you. I think our copier's set up that we can receive faxes and send faxes and print from every office in the building. And we used to have a printer in every office, and now we got this new copier, and, man, everything prints it. So if you have a van and you need some of what Rick Fowler sells, give him a call. No Nonsense Office Machines, right outside of Georgetown, 2 miles east of the Circle on Route 9. Tell him I sent you if you would. But it's 856-7381, 856-7381. No Nonsense Office Machines is in need of a van and looking to do a little horse trading for a van. Horse trading for a van. Yeah, if you have a horse and you want to get rid of it. So give him a call. Rick Fowler, 856-7381. And we are live right here at Crossroad Community Church. Jack, what do you think of everything?
I'll tell you what, it's you've been here before the sun came up, I think. And boy, the yard sale was set up here.
Look at all these people, all these tables.
But look at these cars coming in. Look at these
the cars are coming in.
There's all these great old Chevys.
Yep.
And
this is when cars were made out of
metal.
And
there's some great awards. There's Tony Littleton does a great job with this car show. And the awards, I think they're over on one of the tables. I mean, they give out some great awards, great prizes for this. And if you're interested in classic cars and just want to see what's out there, there are some beautiful things here. Come take a look. Browse through the yard sale. The auctions. Have you ever been to an auction, Jim?
I've been to a couple.
You've been to a couple.
Yeah, I hope you're hanging out here for the
there's
auction,
going to be
Jack.
an auction at 11 o'clock. And remember, as Pastor Rick said, all the money raised this entire weekend here, from the softball tournament to the car show to the yard sale, is going to the food. Everything goes to benefit Teen Challenge. He's got a great mission. And
if you ever met somebody's mother who's had a child go through Teen Challenge, she will literally say to you, I got my child back. In other words, all right, folks, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes. Look, come on, stop by. If you do stop by, say hi. We're sitting right here next to the hot dogs. Follow the smell and the smoke, and we're sitting right here, Crossroad Community Church. We'll be right back.
You want to be healthy, right? Well, then come on out for a free health screening event. The 4th annual Women's Health Fair, sponsored by DelMed Health in partnership with Delaware Breast Cancer Coalition. Saturday, September 27th from 9:30 until 2 at the Epworth United Methodist Church on Holland Glade Road in Rehoboth. Lots of free screenings, including bone density, clinical breast exams, eye exams, blood pressure checks, cholesterol, diabetes, and BMI screenings. And check out the Ask the Doctor Corner with your opportunity to ask the doctor questions in person. DelMed Health for Women is in partnership with BB Healthcare, and they'll be providing free flu shots. Come on out for this free day of health screenings and visit all the screening and retail vendors with raffles every 15 minutes and a grand prize of a 40-inch flat screen TV. That's the DelMed Health Women's Health Fair, Saturday, September 27th with Susan Monday of Delaware 105.9 broadcasting live at the Epworth United Methodist Church in Rehoboth.
CBS News Update. I'm Gary Nah. Nearly 700 flights nationwide have been canceled, the domino result of the shutdown of the Aurora, Illinois Radar Control Center. This woman was stranded at New York's LaGuardia Airport trying to get to the Midwest, very frustrated.
We waited on that line for 2 hours. When we got to the front of the line, the staff told us there was nothing they could do for us today.
36-year-old Brian Howard has been charged with a felony. CBS transportation safety analyst Mark Rosenkirk.
This was sabotage. This was a significant act. And it's difficult when you allegedly have a trusted employee. This is an individual who had worked there for eight years as a contract employee, and all of a sudden broke down at this point.
USA Today blogger Ben Mutzbaugh asks,
how can one person have created such a catastrophic situation for airline schedules? And that's going to prompt conversations about how can we build redundancies. What do we need to do to heighten security at these facilities, if anything?
CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
As a builder or remodeler, tough can't be an option. You want it standard, so choose Integrity Windows and Doors from Marvin. Integrity is made with Ultrex pultruded fiberglass, quite possibly the perfect building material. 8 times stronger than vinyl, Integrity outperforms the competition in virtually every category. Integrity Windows and Doors are energy efficient and basically maintenance free. A beautiful addition to any property. Go with Tough Comes Standard Integrity. Made in America and available only at your local Integrity dealer.
From new construction to remodeling and replacement projects, American Cedar and Millwork is the local resource you can count on for your next project. The team of window and door experts at American Cedar and Millwork has the expertise you need to ensure your job is a successful one. Call 302-645-9580 and schedule an appointment today. Visit American Cedar and Millwork in Lewis, Delaware, 302-645-9580.
It's amazing how fast you can change from hectic to tranquil. A state of calmness comes over you. No worries. Everything's taken care of. There's absolutely nothing to do but pack and head to the airport for the most enjoyable vacation ever through Bethany Travel and Dream Vacations. Bethany Travel is known for their meticulous attention to details to ensure you a vacation you won't forget. If you've been thinking about taking a vacation, join Bethany Travel for their first annual travel show Wednesday, October 29th at Baywood Greens in Long Neck, or Thursday the 30th at Ocean Pines Yacht Club from 4 until 8. Door prizes every hour and refreshments. Talk with vendors from Apple Vacations, Hard Rock Resorts, Walt Disney, Carnival, Iberostar Resorts, Palace Resorts, Royal Caribbean, Viking Cruises, Sandals and Beaches, and more. Whether it's an all-inclusive resort or a river cruise you're looking for, Bethany Travel offers great pricing. In fact, it's the same as the internet, but with no booking fees. RSVP today, 800-806-TRIP, or visit them online at dreamvacationinc.com.
Hi, this is Dan Gaffney. Join me for the morning show every Friday from our sponsor, Jimmy's Grill. We'll be on Route 13 in Bridgeville, live on location. Brought to you by Jimmy's, Highway 1 and Outlet Liquors, Route 1 in Rehoboth. Also brought to you by Weller's Utility Trailers, Bridgeville, Colin Walls of Walls Service Center and Eagle Glass Company, Kent Sussex Industries, Bob Wheatley and Alliance Real Estate Professionals, Eagle's Nest Fellowship Church, Milton, and Andy Cannon from Compass Energy, specializing in heating and air conditioning.
Hey, Jim Weller here.
And hey, this is Colin Walls.
I'm inviting you
to Jimmy's Grill every Friday,
5:30 to 10,
with Dan Gaffney and Delaware 105.9.
Made from Scratch Radio,
with food,
fellowship,
fun,
networking,
and lots more.
You're invited to stop by and talk with us on our open microphone, 5:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. this Friday at Jimmy's Grill in Bridgeville on Delaware 105.9. Listen to Dave Jones from Atlantic Refrigeration and Air Conditioning this Tuesday at 8:10. Give us a call. He'll be happy to answer any of your heating and air and geothermal questions. Find out how you can upgrade your home to be more energy efficient Tuesday morning right here on Delaware 105.9.
Thanks for listening to Delaware 105.9 on your radio. And for your convenience, streaming live online. Visit Delaware1059.com to hear local news and talk for Delmarva online, streaming 24/7. Sponsored in part by Jim Weller at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville, the largest trailer dealer in the area, and online at Wellers.com. Delaware 105.9, streaming live at Delaware1059.com. The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
Okay, everybody. Man, this is a busy place, Jack. We are here live at Crossroad Community Church, and this is actually Jack Riddle's church. Not that he owns it, but it's the church he attends. But anyway, how we doing? It's a great day. Yep. We got it when they were just setting the sidewalks out, in other words. I don't think your mic's on, but you're doing a great job talking anyway. How about Pastor St. Clair? How you doing?
I am doing well. It's good to be here.
I'm doing weller.
Yes, sir. I got that. I got that, Sir Jim.
Now, you're the pastor for Delmarva Teen Challenge.
Yeah, one of the pastors. I'm the men's supervisor there.
Okay. And you have a little bit of a story of your own.
I do.
Can you give us the Reader's Digest version, or?
I will. I'll make sure it's the Reader's Digest.
Okay.
I'm from Jamaica. You know.
How would anybody know that?
Sorry.
How would anybody know that?
By my accent.
Okay.
By
I'm just
my
kidding.
accent, right? And you know, I grew up in one of those abusive homes, and drugs and alcohol and everything was at my disposal. I took advantage of that. I thought it was the best thing to do because of what I saw growing up in terms of abuse, verbal abuse, which came from my dad towards us meaning my mom and my brother and myself. And so I started out very young. At age 10, I got introduced to marijuana, which I continued until I was around 19 years old. And then I met crack cocaine, and then everything went downwards. Everything spiraled out of control. I became a full-blown cocaine addict every day, night and day. And so I ended up on the streets, and family members turned their backs on me. My mom never did it, though. She helped me when I cried out, got checked into Teen Challenge Jamaica. There is a Teen Challenge in Jamaica. It started out in Kingston in 97, and I ended up in Ocherius in 2004. On June 4th, was introduced to Jesus, accepted Jesus, and this is funny, and I'll say it. I accepted Christ out of fear of going to hell. I knew I needed a change of life, and so whatever was on the table, I was willing to be a part of it.
No doubt you were going to die at some point.
I was on my way to hell, I guarantee you. And Jesus Christ was presented. I accepted him on June 4th, 2004. And out of that, and over the years, Tim Dukes and his team, Central Worship Center, we became very close. As a student, I was then. And out of that, somehow God connected the dots, and I'm here today serving with Delmarva Teen Challenge as men's supervisor.
Small world.
So, very small world.
So here's somebody, a businessman from Seaford, Delaware, Duke's Lumber Company, involved in a ministry in Jamaica.
Yep.
Helps be involved in something that allows a young man's life to be dramatically transformed.
Right.
Who ends up back here in Seaford, Delaware, ministering to men from Sussex County, Delaware.
Right. It's really a small world. And
it really is. I mean, when you connect all those dots.
Yep.
How many folks are in? How many folks are under your watch right now in Seaford?
Currently, student-wise, we just had graduation yesterday, so I have 18 men right now. The capacity, we try to at least squeeze 22.
Wow.
22. And that's for the men's facility.
They stay right there with you?
Yeah, they live with us. It's a residential program.
Okay.
It's encouraged a year or even 18 months, depending on the situation. And our curriculum, it's Bible-based. That's a catalyst.
Changing the heart.
Yeah, and it's highly structured, too. It's kind of like a Christian boot camp. All right?
And we were talking, Pastor Rick was talking about other similar programs that aren't based on the Bible and their success rates, and the success rates of your program. If a person comes in and goes through the program, this is not just a temporary fix, is it?
No, it's not. And I'm a testimony to that. It's a life change. I mean, it's definitely a change of life. It changes everything.
Changes a community, too,
It does. It impacts everything, man.
And how are you funded?
We're not supported by the government. And nothing against the government, but our approach, because it came from heaven to us. Teen Challenge came from heaven to earth. And we're supported by the church, and Pastor Bob Carey, he's a graduate also. And he's very business-minded, so he sits down, he prays, and then, he goes into the churches. We do rallies. We have our thrift store. And, thank God for this wonderful opportunity.
Thrift store's on Middleford Road?
It is on Middleford Road
in Seaford.
Yeah, it helps fund.
And people can donate to that?
Yes.
Or people can buy something from that?
Yeah, they can if they want to, but we are mainly supported by the body of Christ.
Wow.
So churches, a Crossroad included, provide monthly support, and you've got a local board of directors that help guide this ministry, right?
Yes. Yeah, Pastor Rick actually is our president.
Okay.
But even like an event like this today, this entire event, you know, the money that is raised from the car show or the food sales or the items that are sold here today, all of that will funnel back to the Delmarva Teen Challenge, which will funnel back into the community to help fund an environment that helps change people's lives.
It's really about helping people.
I
man,
have
for
many
real.
friends, husbands, men and women, that have said to me, Jim, because of Delmarva Teen Challenge, and it's really because the blood of Jesus Christ changed them. But people are like, I've got my son back, I've got my child back, and now you're working towards a women's center, which is going to make it so they could say, I've got my daughter back, or even spouses have got their husbands back or their wives back. You know, it's just it's an entire from the inside out cleansing and changing of a human being. But this drugs and alcohol and just addictions in general, they take. They don't play any favorites. They take good people down.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't care who you are.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Wow.
And there's a music ministry to your.
We have the Delmarva Teen Challenge Praise Band, and they go into churches sometimes every Sunday. We do that. We have rallies. I'll speak, Pastor Bob. So you know we do that. We partner together. It's a tag team, and every single member of the team is a graduate too. The praise band. Every single member that plays an instrument.
Okay.
And they were just
What if they
honored.
don't know how to
were
play?
just honored for. Didn't they play in the national?
Yeah, we were selected to be a part of the National Teen Challenge USA Conference in Nashville, and that was good. We opened up for Matthew West. It's been going on. There are several, key players, key contemporary gospel artists here in America. God has really blessed us to be a part of their opening before they go on stage. We just had the thing with the bridge with Chris August. That was our latest opening, so pretty cool.
Now, are you speaking this weekend at the church here?
Yeah, I'll be speaking tomorrow, twice.
Okay, and
So somebody could come to church here tomorrow and hear him?
Yeah.
You speaking tonight?
Yeah, Pastor Bob Carey's speaking tonight. He
Okay.
does the first service tomorrow, and I'll do the two final services.
Is the praise band?
Yeah, they will be here.
They
will be here.
Wow.
They'll
So
be here.
if you've never met them or saw them, you're going to have a little table in the lobby if somebody wanted to learn more? Or?
Normally we do that.
Okay.
We do that.
All right. So if you have never interfaced with Delmarva Teen Challenge and you'd like to be involved or get involved or know more about it, will you also go to churches? Like, say somebody has a civic group or they're listening right now and they have a church and they've never had you there.
I mean, as I said, we try our best to serve, and if you want something like that, feel free to contact us. All right, we'll let you know. Our office number is 302-629-2559. That's the main office.
629-2559.
There you go.
Okay. Is there a website, Delmarva?
Yeah, DelmarvaTeenChallenge.org.
Okay. And are you on Facebook?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. Anything else, Jack?
No. Pastor, thank you very much. Thank you for all what you've done, and it's a great program. Anybody that hasn't seen how this is going to touch lives really should stop out this weekend to Crossroad, meet the folks from Delmarva Teen Challenge, meet Pastor Bob, meet Pastor St. Clair. It's a great thing they're doing in our community, and they really are making a difference right here on the ground, right here in Sussex County.
Yep, and I guess people could also just make a donation if they want to.
Yes, they
Is
can.
that right?
Just call us or make the check out to Delmarva Teen Challenge, whatever you have.
And where's the thrift store again? Because people could bring things there and donate to that too.
Yeah, it's
couldn't
on Middleford Road.
Okay.
Right
on the way to the hospital.
Right on the way to the hospital.
You can't
Used to be
miss
Edge Hill Pharmacy years
Right.
ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, it was an old pharmacy. Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Big
All
store.
right.
Yeah.
Lots of
Yep.
stuff.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
too.
Pastor.
God bless
stopping
you.
by.
God bless you.
Thanks for all you do.
Peace.
All right, folks, Delmarva Teen Challenge. I am telling you personally, if you have never met anybody from there, I actually went one time and spoke to the guys, and it was amazing. In other words, and it really does make a difference in a person's life. But more importantly, a changed life makes a difference in the community.
To hear the
It really
testimonies
does.
of some of these folks, and I'm sure they may do some of that this weekend. They'll have somebody like the pastor who will come in and tell their personal story on
Right.
where they came from, and
Yeah,
now
they
they
come from the streets of Jamaica.
now they're living a normal life.
And sowing back into the community.
Right.
I mean, what a difference. I mean, it's like some people just win the lottery and worry about themselves. I mean, these people's lives have been changed, and they want to give back and sow back into the community.
It's really neat watching the community pull together also. I know Delmarva Christian High School has a program where they send – I have a friend up the road that their daughter has been to the Teen Challenge in Jamaica.
Really?
And she's planning to go again. So it's neat watching the school and the community pull together to support. Even in Jamaica, you know, they're supporting these programs.
Wow. All right, I want to hit another sponsor, L&W Insurance Agency, my good friend Bill Strickland. I've been dealing with him for years and years and years and years, 20, 25 years, and whether you need home, auto, health, life, or commercial coverage, give them a call, 856-7828, 856-7828. Good people, honest people. Even if you have insurance, which I hope everybody has insurance, and you just want to get a quote or a second opinion or something like that, 856-7828 on the web. It's lwinsurance.com. Then I wanted to mention my good friend Dave and Jeannie Morgan. They have been supplying me with some products to help me get a little more fit and feel a little better. I take a protein shake on a daily basis. Helps me. It's full of fiber. I kind of like that. Gives me some protein and energy. But they have all kinds of things that can help you feel better, look better, act better, and be better. Their phone number is 422-8315. They've got a website, which is getnaturalbodywraps.com, and then they're also on Facebook, which is Delaware Wrap and Tone. Please tell them I sent you. I think I get a penny for every customer I send them, so I'm trying to get as many pennies together as I can. So back with us is Pastor Rick Betts, and I got to believe you're very pleased with the turnout here today. The place is, I mean, it's a big parking lot, and there's hundreds of people out here. All the cars are coming in.
Yeah, and we had over 100 and some cars last year. So
wow, yeah, it's quite a car show.
Don't know what all's going to come in here. They're still coming in.
They're still rolling in.
But it should fill out the whole parking lot. And,
all right.
Well, registration's not supposed to start at the car show till 9.
Yeah.
And there's probably
what
50
time is
cars
it?
out here.
It's
now.
10
cars out here already.
Yeah.
So.
Now the car show is going to be going on. They're going to give the awards at 2:30.
Okay.
So you need to get the cars here early. But they're just incredible. And like I said, they haven't even opened registration yet. There's 50 cars out in the lot.
They've got some of the most unique awards too.
Do they?
The way they make their homemade trophies. And
one a piston or something like that?
Oh yeah,
last
a lot of different stuff like that. So really,
so the trophies are
fascinating trophies. So.
Yeah, they're not made in China.
No,
I think they're made in
made.
Sussex County.
Doesn't Tony make those himself?
Yeah. They
wow.
Make and they've been really kind of interesting, and so it's been kind of a neat.
They're
part
quite
of
a
the
collector's item themselves.
I think they are.
Yeah.
I've gone around to certain places where they've got their, certain collectors where they've got their cars and all that. I've seen these trophies there, so it's kind of neat.
Do you have your eye on anything for the auction?
So do I?
Yeah.
Apple pies.
Probably just apple pie. Yeah.
Apple pies. Okay. So the auction starts at 11.
Somebody told me there's a blueberry pie, so I don't know. It might be a $400 pie. I don't
really?
know.
It's happened before.
I've seen a pie sell, and then somebody donate it back, and then they sell it by the slice.
Yeah,
so,
I've seen some pies get about $500-$600 all together.
So, but folks,
and the reason is because they get it.
Right.
We're doing this for Teen Challenge.
Right.
I remember we had a man that was trying to buy a pie or something, and he was like, "What is it going up this high for?" And he didn't understand what we were doing. So, so then there was another cake, and he stopped bidding on it at like $20, and I think I ended up buying it for about $50, and I grabbed it and took it and gave it to him.
Mm-hmm. Then he got
and he was like, "What are you doing that for?" I said, "Well, I'm doing it for this other group." I said, "Here, enjoy the cake, or whatever it was."
Yeah. It's all a bargain.
There's bargains here.
There's bargains here too.
No, I'm just saying that's stuff people were doing because they knew what this was
they knew
about.
where it was.
Has anybody
going.
bought the boat yet? Everybody's been over there looking at that big boat.
I haven't heard, but
I can
but
see that
there
boat.
is quite a few good things. We had Teen Challenge, their thrift store has some nice things that came in there.
Okay, all right.
And Johnny Gymnastics dropped off some stuff.
Oh wow!
And that's at 11 o'clock. It's going to be in the front of the church.
It's feisty, folks.
Right. They'll be right here under the carport. Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's a beautiful day too. Yeah, but bring a blank check. I actually have some blank checks. We're just going to auction them off. We're just going to auction off blank checks, and you just fill them in however you want.
There's going to be crab cakes. They're going to be fantastic.
Here we
crab
go.
Cakes.
We're going to be auctioning off.
I just saw
cakes.
them back there making them, and I'm telling you, these crab cakes are going to be full of crab.
Wow! All right.
They had a couple cases of the crab meat, and they were
Really?
and it's
Then
jumbo
I'm-
lump, and it's going to be full of it.
All right, I will stay.
Of the crab.
So, Jim, you were saying, we're on Route 404 between Georgetown and Bridgeville.
On the right.
30 minutes from anywhere.
Yeah.
And
30
activities,
minutes from
Pastor, are going to be
anywhere.
going on here through what?
Well, the
2 o'clock.
The auction starts at 11, so that may go on for a couple hours.
And
But
the
somebody could have
softball
one
tournament out back.
Yeah, that'll keep on going, and the car show will be ending around 2:30.
How long will you be signing autographs, Jack?
Well, Jim, I promised to sign an autograph for everybody.
How
who
many
gave a hot
blank
dog
checks
to.
did you give that you can autograph? How many blank checks
I
did
saw
you bring?
you had the blank checks
I only
with
have
you, Jim.
2. I can only give 2 autographs today.
Dave Wilson's coming out to do the auction.
Is he really?
He's going to be here at 11 to do the auction.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, that's going to be exciting.
And the nice thing about this auction is there's no buyer's premium, meaning whatever you bid is all you pay.
It's all you pay. It's free.
Yeah.
And
it's all for a good cause.
100% goes back
Every
to
penny
Teen
of it.
Challenge.
Wow. What's 100%? Like if it was a $100 item, how much goes towards Delmarva Teen Challenge?
Well, I don't have my
You do the
calculator
math,
with me.
Jack.
Let me work on that. Get back to you.
All right. So, and it's a great church, too. In other words, I believe Bob Carey is speaking tonight.
Yeah, Bob's Carey's speaking tonight. He's
Okay.
speaking, I think, first service tomorrow. And
And
St.
then-
Clair, who was already here,
Right.
Yep.
is speaking, I think, the last 2 because Bob had to go somewhere else.
There you go. So
We're trying to get the word out because to get the Women's Center
Up
to a
and running.
place that it can be running, we also have to increase our regular annual budget.
I would think so.
Our annual budget now just is taking care of the men's center, and
Mm-hmm.
to get the women's center open, we've got to increase that budget. So
Yep.
we're doing something called the Gideon's 300,
Okay.
which is people that basically come and tell us, I'm willing to give $1,000 or more a year
Okay.
to get this thing running.
Okay.
And if we can get 300 of them or more, that'll give us that increased budget we need to run the women's center.
There you go.
And
Wow,
we've had quite a few
$1,000.
get on board with that, and hopefully other people will,
That's less
will
than
catch
100
the
a
vision.
month. 1,000 a year is less than 100 a month.
Yeah, well, 1,000 a year.
Right.
Jim's
and
not
if-
real good with
if-
math.
If they'll do that.
Slow
It's
learner.
less than 100 a month.
And we have some people that are helping us already, and we ask them that if they become a Gideon's 300 that member, that they're saying they're giving 1,000 more than they used to.
Were,
you know.
right.
Gail and I signed up as a member, and what we're telling Teen Challenge is, even though we've been giving to you for years, we're going to be giving 1,000 more than that, so that they can start getting those numbers up
Right.
For the budget. So
And there's going to be an opportunity this weekend through all 4 services here at Crossroads
for that to happen.
to meet some folks from Teen Challenge. Are they going to do some testimonies?
Yeah, there'll be probably about 3 testimonies in each service. There's
So
no
if you don't
rotate
know,
testimonies.
so if you don't know anything about Teen Challenge and you want to learn how you can really make a difference, come to one of the Crossroads services either tonight at 7 or 8, 9:30, and 11 tomorrow.
Yeah.
And get your worship in and learn a little bit about Teen Challenge.
We've got 2 or 3 families here that the men came through the Teen Challenge program.
It changed their lives.
And they've gotten married, they've got children. It's just neat to see they've got jobs, and just to see them get their life turned around.
Well,
is
believe
a
it or
neat
not,
blessing.
Bob Carey's been through Delmarva Teen Challenge.
Oh yeah, Bob Carey himself was.
And he was a big executive
Yeah.
at DuPont's at one time.
He was doing that, but I think it was alcohol that
Found himself
that
living on the
got
streets
him.
of Baltimore, I believe. But
And
I
he
mean,
ended up going to Teen Challenge, and now he's a director of a Teen
right.
Challenge.
And
yeah.
so it's not only if you're listening and you want to come and hear about Teen Challenge, if you are struggling with something, battling something, sometimes wake up thinking there's no hope, there's no way out. There is a way, and you can be shown the way here if they just come and hear about Delmarva Teen Challenge. I mean, I know a lot of people whose family members have went through it, and it has really changed. Because, you figure if you got a person who's battling alcohol or drug addiction or something, you get to where, say they're a distant family member. I just had a nephew commit suicide, and it really, my wife and I have just beat ourselves up endlessly about should we have gotten more involved? Could we have made a difference? I don't even know if we ever exposed this young man to Delmarva Teen Challenge. In other words, what role did we play before he decided to just take his life? In other words, because he got to the end of his rope. He literally hung himself.
We had one person that helped us not too long ago, and they said they lost a loved one to drugs and alcohol, and they said Teen Challenge wasn't here at that time.
Right.
And they said, honestly, there was a little bit of feeling of upsetness that they were hearing testimonies of people that had been delivered and their loved one didn't. But then they said, you know what, we want to get behind this and help other people
for the next one
to have an avenue that they don't have to go through what we went through.
Right.
And I thought it was great that they came to that place.
Yep.
And they said, and they gave a donation that was just a blessing.
What's the website here? Crossroad Community.
Yeah, Crossroad Community Church
.net. .net. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going to say thank you, Pastor Rick.
And that's Crossroad with there's no S on it.
Okay,
It's
not
Crossroads.
It's Crossroad.
Yeah,
All right,
we
folks.
talk about being on the crossroads.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, one more sponsor I want to hit, and we're just about out of time. But, folks, thank you for listening to the show. And if you wanted to see what all of us look like or notice the food in the background, go to wellerdoesdelmarva.com. And you can watch the show now.
Thanks for keeping this straight, Brooks.
Yeah, watch the show now, or you can watch the show later. But I want to just thank again one of my sponsors, First Class Heating and Air. They've supported my show. They are great people to deal with whether you need heating work, air conditioning, plumbing. They do electrical. And the big thing I really like to say is if you buy a maintenance agreement on your heating and air conditioning system, it qualifies you for a discount on anything they do. So if you know you're going to need some plumbing work done and you know you're going to need some electrical work done, you might as well buy the maintenance agreement and then get the discount, and the discounts on parts and labor. So it's 934-8900, First Class Heating and Air. Good people. I like them. On the web, it's firstclasshvac.com. Jack, Darren, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today. I didn't even get a chance to talk to Brooks Ritter. Brooks is our executive producer. Thank you, Brooks, for getting up so early.
No problem.
Thank you, Fran, for getting everything straight. Fran's back at the station. They got all these wires, and they're all kinked up, and he has to get them all straight so the signal can flow good, okay? Darren Gingrich from Select Financial's done a good job, and Brooks.
Thanks for having us.
And Brooks and Jack, my banker, my friend.
It's great to hang out with
my
you, Jim.
mentor.
I'm not sure about that.
I want to be just like Jack when I grow up, tall.
Taller.
Taller.
A
little thinner.
Yeah, okay.
Well, as I get taller, I get thinner, I hope.
Okay. Hey, well, anybody who's
we've had
out
a good
and
time.
about today,
come see us.
Come see us here. We'll all be hanging out here at Crossroad Community Church through the morning.
Are you staying for the auction?
Well, I was going to take your blank check and
we're out
be
of
ready
here.
with the pet.
Are you staying?
I was hoping you would be staying.
I'm
because
staying
I know
if
how-
you're staying.
I know how you like to bid, Jim.
All right, folks, we are out of time. Tanny, how you doing? All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. wellerdoesdelmarva.com. Check out our show. See you, Fran. God bless you all. Goodbye.
Bye.
The preceding program was a paid commercial
Local
presentation.
news